Hey guys, I'm Mark with the Ovalrc. Today we'll be unboxing the Horizon Hobby E-Flite Habu STS. It's a 70mm EDF jet, smart trainer with safe for the beginner pilot like myself. I only have about 10 flights underneath me. I am really excited to fly this. I can't wait. We're going to do that today. Let's check out the front of the box. Okay, on the front we have the Horizon Hobby logo, Habu STS 70mm EDF, and on the bottom it says easy to fly, smart technology, very durable, optimized design, RF, because it comes with Real Flight, which is a simulator that you can use with the transmitter that comes with this plane. Okay, so when you're inside your hobby shop looking at one of these planes or jets, you need to really carefully look on the side of the box because you have two options: the PNP, plug and play version, skill level 2, that'll come with the jet, the motor, the ESC, and the servos. I got the RTF, that stands for ready to fly, skill level 1, because that's me, skill level 1. Comes with the jet, the motor, the ESC, servos, receiver, flight controller, transmitter, battery, and charger. And at the bottom, shows you everything that comes with the RTF version. Okay, let's take everything out of the box. What I really like about these planes that I get from Horizon Hobby, they're packed really well, styrofoam bracing. This one here's broke. I think I did that earlier, no big deal. Has everything well packed and taped in its pockets, and you can see the wings of the jet right here. Let's get everything out of the styrofoam. Okay, I'll try to pull everything out of the box this way here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just gonna take an X-Acto knife, cut the tape, get these braces out of the way. Gotta be careful, make sure you get everything out of all the pockets because you will need everything in the kit. Wow, that's even zip tied fast. There's zip tie right on the transmitter here, so that can't fall out. Okay, it comes with the Spectrum DXS transmitter. Ooh, gotta be careful. Get our rear wing. Wow, this is really cool. You get a cockpit cover. There's a guy inside, even really good detail on the dash. Looks pretty cool, guys. Okay, and we got the fuselage. And you can see the turbine, propeller, whatever you call that. Motor fan, I'm not sure what they call that on one of these fan jets here, but that's where that's located, right here. And the air will pass right out the back like that. And let's be careful, we got this piece right over here. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, now you guys can see what was inside the box. You have your main wing, your tail wing, your fuselage, the main body. You have your cockpit with the guy inside, a set of batteries, a cone that goes on the back of the aircraft, a rudder, and you have 2 wheels, well actually 3 wheels. One will be up on the front with a servo attached to it. Get some hardware to put everything together. You get a USB charger, and you get a dongle that you can use with the transmitter, so you can use that Real Flight simulator. And I have some tools that I had myself. Now we'll get started putting it together. So I just want to tell you guys before I get started putting this together here, I may not be the perfect guy to show you guys how to do this because I am a beginner myself. If you want to see what it's like with me putting together, hey, that's fine, and watch this video because we're going to put this plane up in the air too. But if you need some really detailed instructions, there is other guys out there on YouTube that show you how to put this together the right way, and I would recommend checking them out too. All right, well, let's hit the directions and get this thing together. So I almost forgot the most important part, and that's the instruction manual. And I did watch somebody else put one of these together on YouTube, so luckily I knew where to look for it. It was on the bottom of that styrofoam box there. Luckily I didn't throw that away and I still had it. Now we can get started. Okay, the first thing the book says is to charge up your battery, because when you're done building this jet, you're going to want to fly it and stick the batteries inside your transmitter. Then it says to install the main wing body over the fuselage, and you'll do that using 2 long screws on each side and the 2 shorter screws on each end. Okay, this is your main wing right here, and it has a connection right in the center. Those pins there are going to drop right into this socket right here. And then you're going to install the 2 longer screws on each side and the 2 shorter screws on each end. And when you look at your main wing, you will see tape going across the wing like this here. Do not pull that off. That's hiding the wires going to your servos. That's supposed to be there. So you get 3 of each screw, so I guess you have an extra one, but you can see the difference between the longer screw and the shorter screw. The longer ones will go here, the shorter ones will go here. And you want to make sure that you use a Phillips head screwdriver that fits the screw perfect, that way you can get these tight. Okay, we got the 4 screws tight. So when you are tightening up these screws, you can tighten them down pretty tight because it looks like these plastic bosses fit inside another piece of plastic. That way you're tightening down on plastic and not really the styrofoam, although you will see the styrofoam pull down tight, and that's what you want. Okay guys, next we will be installing the nose gear. And this wire right here, it's got some different colors to it. Make sure you match up the colors. The plug for that is down inside the fuselage. You're going to plug that together. Then you're going to install this nose gear like that down inside the fuselage and tighten it down with 8 screws. When you're putting everything together, it's a good idea to check the screws that are already assembled from the factory just to make sure that they're tight. And that fits down like that with your tail wheel at the back. The vent should be in the front. This is probably the most time-consuming part right here, I would think. Getting all these little screws tightened down. I'd say the only thing hard about putting this together is probably finding the right screwdriver to fit these screws. Well, it was nice of them to send me some extra screws because I did strip out that screw trying to put it in there, so run this last one in here. All right, our front wheel's secure, ready to go. Next we'll be installing the main landing gear on each side. You'll do that using these 2 wheels right here. Just slide it down into the hole, snap it into place carefully. Do the same on the other side. Just like that. Okay, next we'll be assembling the horizontal stabilizer assembly, or rear wing I call it, and we'll be plugging these wires right here into this socket right here in the fuselage. And you got to make sure you plug them in the right way. So the negative will plug into the brown and the S will plug into the orange. You want to line it up like that, plug the wires together and make sure the wires are tucked down real nice. Make sure you push those connections all the way into place. RUD, okay. Brown to negative, and orange to S. Hopefully I can swing everything around here like this. After you have everything into place, you want to tighten this down using these 2 screws right here. And that is a 2.5 by 8 millimeter screw. You're going to put one on each side. Next, the book says to install the rudder. I'm going to set that right down over top like that. Then you'll tighten it down with 3 screws. Okay, next you'll install the cone onto the rear of the jet, just like this. Slide it right into place. Line it up. Then you'll secure it using some tape. Next we'll need to attach the rudder control linkage, and you'll do that by installing the Z part into the second outermost hole in this arm right here, like that. And this linkage right here will go in the outermost hole in the rudder. Then you'll slide this band over to make sure that that clevis stays on your rudder arm. And you'll adjust that once you turn the radio on, and you'll want to center up your rudder. But right now I'm going to leave it just like that until I turn everything on, and we'll check it out later on. Okay, I put the battery inside the jet, got my rudder all adjusted, made sure my trims were set to neutral first, and that's what that looks like there. And you guys can see my rudder linkage, how that's hooked up, just like that. At the back there, it's on the outer hole, and on the front arm there, it's on the second hole from the outside. This little piece right here, this turnbuckle here, you can turn that and adjust that. You just have to slide this rubber band back, turn it in or out, and that'll move it around so you can get this centered up. And then when you're ready, put that rubber band out like that. That way that locks it in place. Okay, from a beginner point of view, this jet was really easy to put together, but it's not up in the air yet. So let's head on out to the field. I'm really excited. Let's get this thing in the air. All right, guys, we're all ready to go. We're out at the airfield here, and with me is a flight trainer. It's always good to have a flight trainer by your side if you don't know what you're doing, like me. And we're gonna be flying this jet here. It could be pretty quick, so if I get in trouble, I'll be able to hand over the controls to Jim, and he'll help me out so we don't crash into the ground. Let's get this plane up in the air. Here we go.
A little bit of elevator.
Yep.
And once you get it up in the air, get above them trees.
You got it.
Okay, let's do it.
If not, she won't make the trees. Here we go. All my switches. Switch forward, good, we're good. Okay.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
hear it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're up. Keep going. Don't be full gas. Full gas. Up.
Flying on low rates, beginner mode, starting to settle down a little bit. Full on banking right there, huh?
Good job. Good job.
Very cool. I really like the way it flies. I'm about half throttle. Just making ovals, that's what I do. I'm still a beginner, so I'm not ready for any high advanced maneuvers yet. Believe you get about 15-minute flight time. What do you think, Jim? 15 minutes?
With this one, probably not that long.
Not that long?
Yeah. Because these take a lot of energy.
Flying about half throttle still?
Yeah. And the wind will take it out of you.
Yeah, the wind's moving it around.
You got to push it around.
Wow, she goes, don't she?
Mm-hmm.
That's still only half throttle, guys. I'm afraid to open it up. I'm not going to go wide open throttle with it. Just want to get comfortable with this plane first. I want to enjoy it before I try any maneuvers. Make another lap, and then I guess we'll bring her in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure we got plenty of battery to bring her down safely.
Line. Start banging the left.
Okay. Okay, now we'll
start slowing down.
Start slowing down. Wow, she's fast.
Yep. Right. Watch your turn because the wind's picking up here.
Okay.
Okay. Kill power.
Okay,
you
power's
have to give a little bit more.
Power's totally off.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Gonna bring her down now.
Bring her down, nice and smooth. There you go. Good job.
And we're in. Woo! In. First time I've flown a jet, guys. This is a beginner plane. Thanks to our flight trainer, Jim. We got that jet up safely and landed safely, and it's ready for another flight next time. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget you can join my Facebook group. That's the Ovalrc. And check me out on TikTok. I'm Mark with the Ovalrc. We'll see you next time, and I'm happy.